of food. So,
well, that's fantastic. We expect to see all young ladies get on out there. People, moms, dads, motivate them, get involved. Thanks a lot, Vicki.
You are
Just
so
a round of applause
welcome.
for Victoria.
Thank
She
you.
is always
Thank
doing
you,
something. And we're going to throw it back to
Oh.
Jenny Luna and the Moondogs here on El Monte tonight. Take it away.
Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty night and kiss me. Giles told me died and tell me you'll miss me. While I'm alone and blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear. Still craving your kiss. Well, I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear. Just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. Dream a little dream of me.
Supposed to be up here. Has anyone seen him? Did he leave the room?
Yeah, that's it. It was Tuesday.
It was Tuesday. That was it. Put on your mic real quick, Mike. Put your mic, because we've got to finish this interview. See what happens when you get the council. Well, there you go. See, this is almost live TV. Of course, that is not Denise's better angle. But we love her anyway. Okay, Mike, real quickly, because what I want to do right now is get you to talk about the project of bringing that fundraiser element to the city of El Monte. So could you just touch on that real quickly?
Okay, the fundraising element is right now dealing with music, and we put baseball with it, but I'll explain. Right now, you guys came the other night to see me do a tribute to Sam Cooke.
Right.
In any show that I do, I put a fundraiser around it. If we're going to put effort out, it may as well be for everyone, or for everyone that needs help that we can reach. So we want to bring the tribute to Sam Cooke and mixing it along or putting the show in itself in a concert concept of American Soldier. Thank you for all the things you do.
Beautiful.
So under that banner, we'll be doing all kinds of music, Sam Cooke's, and every group, every person. We want to get everybody involved because the country belongs to all of us.
Right.
And so it's a universal effort that we all need to make. In order to get so many things that are broken fixed, then we're all going to have to get together as the American public and get together and we all make a decision to get it fixed. And so the concert, we want to bring that to El Monte as soon as possible. We're presently checking out several venues right here right now. Plans are to do something around late April to May.
Well, you know I'm plugging for the community center. If you can get that done through the city, let me tell you, they'll take good care of you.
We'll get in contact with them immediately.
Good, good. Talk to Alex Lopez. She's a wonderful lady. I was talking to her earlier today. Okay. She's got some events of her own that are going on. Okay. So you want to touch base with her, hurry before you lose her. And any last shout-outs you want to give, Mike? Because we're going to move the councilwoman, you know.
I just want to say thank you to everybody for giving me this time and for being so gracious in what we're doing. To let people know that that Mike Boyd is out here and that the things that I'm going to do with my life are going to be positive things. And that if you see me, you'll see me doing something good. Okay, now if somebody wants to contact you, what's the number? 818-512-2910, Sing Boy Productions. Sing Boy is S-I-N-G-B-O-Y. And for the people who know me from music, you can go to my other website, singboy.com. and you would be able to find out about American Soldier and other projects that we're doing, and you will be able to stay up on the date that we picked to bring the show to El Monte.
All right, let's hear it from Mike Boyd, man.
Thank you.
Okay, now I guess it must be City Council night because we're going to go away with some footage that was at the city, the Chamber Mixer this past week of Councilman Bart Patel, and I know that Diego has that ready to go, right, Diego? In the Out of Control Room, El Monte tonight. We'll be back in just a few clicks. Take it away, Diego.
No, you won't be here all night. You'll be asleep on the floor. You stupid councilman.
Thank you, Tom. You know, Tom Millett was one of my favorite council members when he was in El Monte, because I think he was the only one that actually read his staff reports, because he was the only one that looked out stressed out all the time, and everyone else was taking it easy and having a good time. And but Tom, you said you used to be a politician. I think once you're a politician, you're always a politician. I want to say, you know, welcome everybody tonight, and I've said it many times. I haven't been to a Chamber of Commerce mixer for a while, so I go, let me come by and say hi to Ken and everybody and Sheila. And this particular Chamber of Commerce has been really resuscitated and revived by, you know, Mr. Ken Rausch and Sheila Crippen. You know, you can't get enough credit to take an organization when it's really down, and then to bring it back up and surround yourself with, you know, good teammates and good members and good organization and good strategy. That's very difficult to do. And I just want to say, Ken Rausch and Sheila, a big applause to you. You have reinstituted the confidence back in the Chamber of Commerce. That seal means something now, because when you're a Chamber member now, it really means something. It's not just pay your membership. You know that there's organization resources behind that, and it really comes to fruition. It's just not on a piece of paper. If you're part of the Chamber and you have an issue and you need to resolve something, you know what? You know that you have capable leadership of leading you forward into that area. And I just want to say we had a council meeting last night, and especially for El Monte, I know one of the big projects that we're sort of working on is the Norms project, and that is inching closer and closer. Work has already started in terms of road improvement on Santa Anita and Valley Boulevard. We talked about and really a lot of interesting things last night, including dog poo-poo, which for some reason we talked more about that than anything else, and I was just like, wow, what fascination we have. And I said, we got so many potholes in El Monte, I go, the dogs are going to start pooing in the potholes, if we don't start fixing them up. And I just want to say, you know, to Matthew and Ashley and Jose, I see them at the council meeting, and they come all the time. And about a couple weeks ago, they came to the council meeting, and I was listening to what they had to say. And I know Matthew and Ashley, they're saying, you know what? They were talking about family values, and they said it's more important to be together as a family and to love each other and have time for each other emotionally, physically, rather than having that big 50-inch TV set or playing a game on your computer or on your iPod, and that really I think set a nice tone for me personally that night. So thank you.
Okay, you got me getting some water. That was Councilman Bart Patel. We had him on the show a couple weeks back. He was hilarious. If you ever get a chance to see him in the community, tell him hi. And when you see Vicky, of course, go up there, shake her hand, show her that you do know how to shake hands. And speaking of which, I'm going to shake hands with this young man, Enrique. And we have very few people left, but give him a round of applause anyway. Thank you. And that's, okay, Enrique, tell us what's going on. Did you bring your props?
Yes, I did. There's a few props there. Kind of tells you a little bit about myself. I was recently invited to a town hall meeting in El Monte. Jerry Velasco invited me, saying that there's some issues going on in the community, and that AB Channel 7 was going to be there. So I showed up, and I was really disappointed to hear what was going on. In particular, this one story, the Brookside Mobile Park residents. And I started hearing the details where their rent has gone up as when it started, I guess 7 years ago, at $700 a month, in some cases up to $1,700 a month, where they're not only losing the space for their mobile home, but since it's very expensive to move a mobile home to another area, about $10,000. So they also have to walk away from their mobile home. And I was hearing stories, meeting the families that are living out there in the streets and in their cars. So I was touched by that, and I said, well, what could I do to help? I was a deputy sheriff for almost 29 years, and I worked in the community, been involved in the community.
But you didn't arrest the landlords, did you?
No, I would like to.
Not trying to give you ideas, but you know.
Right. So I said, how could I get involved? I've had a tamale business for over 22 years, and I said, well, I want to have a fundraiser. Waiting around for about a week, and I didn't hear hearing back from anybody. So I said, well, I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to launch this fundraiser, and I'm going to make it happen. I met with Jerry Velasco. I think he's in the Planning Commission for City of Monte.
Yeah, he's
right?
the Planning Commissioner. Yeah.
So we started talking about a date, and I set up a date. So it's going to be March 2nd. It's going to be at my friend's restaurant in Hacienda Heights. It's called the Roll In the corner of Gale and Turnbull Canyon. So far I've had a good response. I've already received almost 40 dozen orders, and every dime.
It wasn't all Jerry, right?
It wasn't all Jerry?
No, he didn't order the 40 dozen.
No.
Okay. So Jerry, you're watching this. That'll make fun of our sound. Anyway.
Yeah, so some business people in the community that already ordered, including the city manager's office, some of the employees have already ordered. And so I'm really excited. My friend who also is a performer, Marco Antonio, who sings, he's actually an imitator, but looks and sings exactly like the original Marco Antonio Solis, is going to be there. Beautiful. At 4:30 at the restaurant.
Well, sounds great. I mean, you're going to have to, I know you saw Mike Boyd. He's very intimidating. He talks all the time. But you're doing great, Enrique. Don't worry about it. I know it's different. But, it's a fantastic thing you're doing because we were there. We covered it, Channel 3, we're everywhere. We covered that with Channel 7, and we saw what was going on and all the stories as they went on and on, And it's just really unfortunate that people took advantage because it wasn't rent control.
Right.
And they always go after, unfortunately, and I hate to say this again, the most vulnerable of our community.
Right.
And I think what you're doing is definitely a wonderful effort. Can we get a round of applause for this young man? I tell you. So how can people get a hold of you? How can they put the orders in? How do they go about
this? Yeah, you can either text your order to the cell phone number 626-712-4122, or you can email me at egmunoz1@charter.net, or you can contact the Roll-In restaurant in Hacienda Heights, 833-1519.
Ain't no helping from the audience, okay? But that's really great. And now my understanding, all the proceeds go for these people, right?
100% is going to go to help shelter these residents. My idea is that when I get these monies, that I'm going to go find these people where they're living under the bridge or in their homes. I have some phone numbers of some of the families that I've met, either at the city council meeting or at the Brookside Mobile Park, where I have availability to contact these people. And I'm going to find them a home, whether it be a hotel, any volunteers, anybody that knows where some of these residents can be placed, give me a call and we'll follow up.
Well, that's fantastic, And like I said, you better give the numbers one more time.
Area code 626-712-4122.
And did we get a shot of the poster? You brought the poster up, right, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Okay, can we get a shot of that, please? So for some people that, maybe can't write it down fast enough, at least they can take a look-see. That's Adopt a Child.
Well, yeah, I was involved in a major adoption program.
For the event itself. Do we have that, or is it still back? They're going to bring it up in a few minutes. I love this almost live television. And thank you, Vanna. There you go. Let's get a shot of that. Okay. There you go. And that young man's coming up next. So guys, switching back to you, making me dizzy. Very good. All righty. All right. Well, any parting shot, anything else you want to give a shout out or anything to any of the people out there to encourage them? Rah, rah, rah. Come on.
Well, again, I want to thank Jerry Velasco because he's been very, very helpful. I've never done a fundraiser. I had no idea. and he's been very supportive, has connected me with a lot of contacts in the community.
Well, he's all connected.
I'm getting a very, very great response. So.
And he's a bundle of energy, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
I know.
Yes,
What's the hardest part in this project, and what do you need? How you want us to help you out?
The hardest part is not knowing. Am I going to have to produce and cook 100 dozen tamales or 200 dozen? So I encourage people to call me ahead of time, as late as 11 o'clock p.m. on Friday night, because everything's got to be prepared the night before. And so that's what I'm concerned about, is I want to make sure that I have plenty of tamales for everybody that wants to order for this great cause to help the El Monte Brookside Mobile Park residents.
Amazing.
All right. Well, we want to thank this young man. Give him a round of applause.
Thank you.
Hey, don't leave yet. Look, he's ready to leave. He's ready to stand up. I know my show's weird, but, you know, that's the first time I had somebody run out right in the middle of it. Okay, we're going to go away with Jenny, Luna, and the Moondogs again. And we'll be right back with our last guest to come on up here. And we'll unplug this man because I don't want to see him fall down. Here on El Monte tonight, one of the most bizarre shows you'll ever find out anywhere here in beautiful downtown El Monte. So let's take it away.
A day in the life of a fool, a sad and lonely day. I walk the avenue and hope I'll run into the welcome sight of you coming my way. I stopped just across from your door, but you're never home anymore. So back to my room and into the gloom I cried, and tears of goodbye. I'll sing to the sun in the sky. I'll sing till the moon rises high. A carnival time is here, magical time of year. And as the time draws near, dreams lift my heart. I'll sing as I hear the guitar. I'll cling to a dream from afar. Will love come my way this carnival day and stay here in my heart until you come back to me? That's the way I will be every day in the life of a fool.
You're so fantastic, Jenna. You know that. Real quick, we find out. Tell us a little bit about yourself. You can do it on the mic.
Well, we're Jenny Luna and the Moondogs. Currently, just one Moondog.
There you go.
I'm Jenny Luna. This is Felipe Alonso. We met at Pasadena City College playing for the Jazz Big Band over there. So we're coming from Pasadena, and we love El Monte. Thank you for having us.
And can anybody book you?
Yes, anyone can book us. I think that the screen has our info or something. But you can also check us out on jennylunaandthemoondogs.com or email us at jennylunamoondogs@gmail.com.
All right, let's hear it for her, man.
Thank you.
Okay, I gotta, this is Anel's Varela attack here. She brought us the tamales so we could try it on the air. I'm gonna try some. Okay, can we get a shot of this, please? Okay, for those of you people. There you go. Look at this, 3D.
Yummy.
They're coming at you. See, you don't have taste-o-vision here, so you gotta look at it like this. So we're gonna. I know they're delicious. I know, huh?
I know.
And this young man, introduce yourself. I'll shake your hand, but I got the mal on it.
Art, my name is Bax Baca. I'm one of the owners of the Roll-In restaurant in Hacienda Heights.
Let's hear it from him. Let's hear it from him. First of all, man stepping up.
Now, I did find out something interesting. This beautiful woman next to me, she's never had a tamale.
Honestly, that's the truth. I just told them I never had tamale. I heard it's really good.
She's beautiful. She's
Yes,
gorgeous.
yes.
Hi, thank you.
So, would you like to try some after?
After we're done the show, I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm pretty sure it's good if you guys like all talking about it. And I always heard it's good, but I never tried it. I don't know why.
See, we're trying to
But this is
adopt
the first time I'm
Sure,
gonna try it.
sure.
Now I'm gonna order it too, I guess.
Well, this is how we adopt you. See, we indoctrinate you. We start with the food, and then after that, the music, and you're done for.
You're done.
Then you'll say, "I know, huh?"
I know.
So tell us, how'd you get involved in this, and what's the latest on that?
Me and two partners, we own the Roll-In restaurant in Hacienda Heights, and we're friends with Enrique, and he kind of brought to our attention what was going on with the Brookside Mobile Home Park. I spent about 20 years in the music industry, traveling all over the world.
Oh, really?
And one of the things that was always paramount in my life was being able to give back and to help. And when we did the restaurant, the Roll-In, it was about the amalgamation of the food we grew up with, the cars that we drove, and the music that we listened to. Hence the Roll-In. It's how we roll. Because growing up, I don't know about a lot of you, my car had a lot of rust, but come Friday, I was armor-alling, I was washing and getting ready to hit Whittier Boulevard to go play music, and what food were we going to eat? And that's how the Roll-In came about. When we heard about this story, there's so many times that you hear about injustices going on, and people can sit there and say, God, what could I do about it? This is wrong, and so many times we don't ever do anything. Well, here we are, and we have a great opportunity. And what's happening here in El Monte is certainly that's an injustice to these people. And we thought, what better way to give back, to actually do something than the opportunity that Enrique had. So when we heard about this, we said, hey, do the fundraiser, bring it to the restaurant. We'd love to be a part of that. We want to give back.
I can see you saying, bring it. Just bring it. Enrique's a great guy, isn't he?
He's phenomenal. He's a dear friend, and we're now teaming up in our efforts from what we're doing as a restaurant and our food, and with his tamales, we're now going to be exclusively featuring his tamales. And the inside joke is they're so juicy, you could wring them out. So
I can't wait to eat, by the way. I can't wait.
You didn't let me say, how juicy are they?
Yeah. Well, they're so juicy that if you were on like Survivor Man and you needed some extra liquids, probably you could utilize that to survive. So please come by. We're located in Hacienda Heights. You can reach us on our Facebook at facebook.com/The Roll-In. Our number is 626-833-1519. And be a part. This is an opportunity for you to say, I want to do something. And what better place, what better way to do it than surrounding him with food, great people, and a great cause.
A round of applause, please. No, this is so good. And what I like about it's not too heavy. It's very, very nice. Enrique is going to be an icon. I know he is.
Yes.
We lost, just real quickly, I just want to touch base. Condolences to the family of Manuel, the Rojas family. We went to their rosary this past week. We lost Manuel's Alpepe. You probably remember, right?
I do.
Manuel Special. He passed away. He lost his bout with cancer, and we were down there, and he was such a beloved man. The lines were around the block, like when they used to line up at Manuel's, right?
Sure.
So who knows? We might have our next Manuel with Enrique, man.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, the great thing about when you look at the history of people is the legacy that they leave, and he left a tremendous legacy. And this is something that I'm sure Enrique would do, and we aspire to as well at the Roll-In.
Sure. I'm dying to go down there, man.
And listen, have you ever had? I'm sure you've had sushi.
Yes,
right?
I have.
Well, can you imagine a flour tortilla, a green cilantro rice, a Oaxaca cheese, rolled up and then cut into sushi-type rolls, and then sauces that I can't even begin to tell you, but they take you to a new place. We infuse it with whether it's Japanese and some French influences. Because here's the challenge in a burrito. Sometimes you can't get the perfect bite, right? Sometimes the sour cream's all on one side, the cheese is on the other. But in a sushi-sized bite, you can get all the flavors.
You know what he just did, folks? He just got most of our viewers to get up and go to the refrigerator.
I want to go too.
I know. They got nothing
I
there
want
ready
to
to
try
go.
it.
So you got to come down there. They're
all.
called rolls.
Okay.
And when you come in, you could say, "This is how I roll."
Okay. That sounds good to me. You know, we used to roll down Whittier Boulevard.
Yes.
And unfortunately, I was the last man with the guy who had the Impala.
Yeah.
And he always ran out of gas. And I had to push the thing.
Right.
So, you know, I always remember that. We come back from Whittier Boulevard, there we are, going up the hills, right? But do you guys have music there at your...
You know what? Right now, myself, one of the guys from, if you're familiar with Slash from Guns N' Roses, one of his guys just donated a platinum record.
Okay.
One of my good friends that I play with from Smash Mouth just donated. Myself. So all my friends that I've played with over the years were hanging memorabilia up. But it's not just from anybody. It's from people that are closely associated with the restaurant. So a lot of actors, actresses, models, and musicians are often there. And you can find it on our Facebook.
Well, I mean, do you have people perform? Right.
Well, I definitely would love to have them come down. But yes, we are going to do that. That is something we're starting.
They'd be perfect. Let me tell you, they'd be, you know.
Yes.
You'd be so perfect to come home to. Hey, that could be a song, huh?
That's how we roll.
And I can come and host.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. No, see, not in there's already moving in, you know.
I am.
I tell you. Well, that's fantastic. Give us the numbers once again and the location, please.
It's on the corner of Turnbull Canyon.
Okay.
It's if you want to zoom into this while I'm talking, that would be perfect.
Give it a good shot.
Yeah. As you notice the car right there.
Tilt it down a little bit. There you go.
There we go. There we go. And the number's going to be 626. I'm going to let you hold it because she does such a great job. 626-833-1519.
There you go.
It is we do have the taste that makes you say sas.
So that sounds good.
Come on down, get some rolls, some tacos, burritos, whatever you want, and most importantly, get some tamales, and let's give back, and let's help out, and let's do something with this Brookside Mobile Home fundraiser.
Okay, see, these two gentlemen are walking the walk, not just talking the talk. Let's round of applause for them. Okay, folks, I think how much time we got left? Not a control room. Just shout it out. 2 minutes? You got a 2-minute song, Jim? Okay, it sounds good. This is Arturo Esparza. Remind you, do not drink and drive. Be good to each other. Take advantage of all these events you heard about today. You know, the Tamale fundraiser from Enrique, the Inspire thing with Councilwoman Vicky. You want to get involved in these things, do some positive things, and get your kids involved. We love you. Behave yourselves. We want to see you back next week when it is Wednesday night, El Monte tonight, here in beautiful El Monte, California. Take it away, Jenny Luna and the Moondogs.
Ya no estás más a mi lado, corazón. En el alma solo tengo soledad. Y si ya no puedo verte, ya no estás más a mi lado, corazón. En el alma solo tengo soledad. Y si ya no puedo siempre fuiste la razón de mi existir. Adorable para mí fue religión. En besos yo encontraba el calor que me brindaba por la pasión. Es la historia de un amor como no hay otro igual, que me hizo comprender todo el bien, todo el mal, que me dio luz a mi vida, apagándola después. Ay, qué vida tan oscura, sin tu amor no viviré. Siempre fuiste la razón de mi existir. Adorarte para mí fue religión. En tus besos yo encontraba el calor que